Samuel, Fayaz, anyone? If you know, you kindly tell me what is redesign. Okay, why do you want to do redesign for a product? If you want, you can put in chat also. If you know the answer, kindly open the chat and you can update the answers in the chat box. See, always this redesign is very very important. Okay, in the company. I told you right in the previous class. So I think in the previous class, the topic that is launching and tracking of a new product. Okay, I told you after launching and tracking, we can get all the data, right? Various data that will be collected regarding to the performance of the product or whether we should modify the design. Okay, we will ask the customer. Uh, so we'll ask the customers about our product. Okay, then when they say okay, the design is not good or the design you should modify. Okay, then we'll think about the redesign. Okay, if the performance, if example, if the customer is telling okay, the performance of your product is lacking due to the design. Okay, then we should go for redesign the product. Okay, redesign means uh, modifying the design of the product. I think I've explained you about these things in the previous second module. Okay, second module, last topic you see simulation. That is design and simulation. The last topic you see. Okay, I've explained you how to design the product. Okay, then how to do the simulations. Okay, so so everything I told in the second module. Same wise. Okay, once you launch your product okay to the market, so you should get the feedback or input from the customers. So you collect the data. Okay, you collect the data regarding to the product quality, the product design, the product performance. Okay, and other things okay, regarding to the material. Okay, whether this material is good or not. So everything you will get the inputs from the customers. This is called tracking. Okay, once you track your product, then you will get all the information. Okay, then we can try to improve our product. Okay, in what way? So we will try to improve our product by redesigning the product. Okay, so the last topic is in the third module is redesign of the product. So why we should go for redesign of your previous product means okay, see, once you launch your product, once everything is over, okay, like from the design thinking phase to the testing phase and implement your product to the market. So once your product has entered into the market, that is launching your once the launching is over, okay, then you should get the then you should go for tracking. So tracking indicates getting the information. Okay, getting the data, collecting the data about your product. So once you collect the data, once the customer says okay, your quality is not good, your material, whatever the material you are using this product is not good, then you should try to improve the quality. Okay, or if the customer tells okay, your cost is very high regarding to the your competitors. Okay, if they tell your product cost is very high, then we will try to reduce our cost. Okay, then about life, if they tell okay, your product life is less. Example, if you take two 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 vehicles. Okay, your bikes. Okay, if one bike is giving the life of okay, that is reliability of 10 years, and other bike is giving the reliability of the life 5 years. So this is nothing but the difference between two products. Okay, so that is if the customer tells okay, we want you kindly extend the life of the product. Okay, kindly extend the reliability of your product. So then we will try to extend the life of the product. So why redesign is done for a product means always you should know to improve the quality of the product. Okay, quality in the sense of the materials used in the product, then reduce the cost and improve the life of the product. That is reliability. So how much life the material can withstand. Okay, that is called as extend life. That is called reliability. So you want to improve all these things, then only okay, your product can sustain in the market for long years. If you want to sustain your product okay in market for a long life, so these three are very important: quality, low cost, or the cost compared to the other competitors should be less, And the third is you should try to improve the reliability or extend the life of the product. Okay. So in fact, you can come to the second line. In fact, in today's market, most new products are also developed using redesign techniques. So there's a technique, okay, which will be using for redesigning the model or redesigning the product. So if you get the information that the design is not good, so that the performance of your product is going down, then immediately the CEO, okay, CEO asks for the product design engineer, kindly change the design part. Example, okay, if you take engine part, okay, if you take the TVS, if you take Honda, okay, for the same CC 125cc bike, okay, the Honda, if Honda bikes are giving more mileage means, okay, why the TVS bike, why TVS bike cannot give the same mileage, or why it cannot give more mileage than the Honda bikes. So that is due to the engine performance. Okay. So if engine performance is low in TVS bike means, so that indicates always you should do the redesign. Okay. So there will be techniques will be there, so that we will use the different techniques, or we will use the technology. Okay, different technology. I think you will study in the fourth module about the technology. So we will use the technology and we will try to improve the mileage, or it may be the performance, or it may be anything. Okay, always we will try to redesign because of to improve the performance of the product. Okay, then reduce the cost of the product. If the quality is very good, then only the customers will be satisfied. Then extend the life of the product. If you take engine, so always you should remember, for engine the life will be around 5 years. If you extend the life of the engine for 10 years or 8 to 10 years, so that will be good. So this is called as, okay. So this is called as redesigning of the product, or read why you will do the redesign. Okay, for any product. Okay. At some point along, come to the third point. At some point along the way, okay, you are means you are means probably going to find yourself redesigning one of your products. Okay, whether it needs some minor tweaks. See, tweaks is nothing but, okay, twist twist or improve by making fine adjustment. Okay, that's called as tweaks. So tweaks indicates twisting some design, or you will be trying to improve the design for making some by making some adjustment in the designing part, or a total overhaul. So overall indicates exam you should examine the product, and you should try to repair, okay, wherever the product is needed. Okay, so this is very, very important. You should understand. Okay, so then we know that redesigning can be tough. So always you should know the redesigning of the original product will be very, very tough, because original product, okay, is already established in the market. Then we will take the original product, okay, the original design, and we will be trying to redesign the product, so that our performance or the quality, or it can reduce the cost, whatever it may be. So we will be trying to increase the quality of the original product, and we will be trying to reduce the cost of original product, as well as we will be trying to extend the life as well as the performance. So all these are very important. Okay, take the initial design, okay, which is already established in the market. Okay, then according to the customer needs, we will take the same design and we will try to modify the design, okay, to improve all these things: quality, reduce cost, extend life, or performance. Okay, well, everything will be trying to improve. So it will be very, very tough. Okay, so it will be very, very tough job for product design engineer. So if you become product design engineer, okay, in a company, so it will be very difficult. Okay, it is very, very difficult job. So at least you want at least 3 to 4 years experience, okay, to take a decision whether I can redesign the like this or not, whether I can update whether I can update the new technology for the existing product, and I can supply for the market, so that can the quality can increase, or my cost will be reduced, or I can extend my life of the product. So all these things are very important to understand. Okay, last point, but we also know that a simple reason can be difference between the failure or success of your product. Okay, so if you make a small or you can say small dimension adjustment, okay, in the design, okay, that can lead to success or that may lead to failure. Okay, it's very important. So whatever you are taking the decision as a product design engineer, okay, the decision which will be taken by you, the redesigning process. So take the customer feedback, then according to the customer's input, feedback, we will be trying to redesign the model. or redesign the product. So a simple, what you can say, fine adjustment in the design, okay, can make success of your product in the market, or it may make failure. Okay, this is about redesign. So always you should know the redesign of the product, okay, will be done by any company because of to improve the quality of the old product, as well as to reduce the cost of the product, as well as to extend the life of the product and performance. So this is very important. Next, if you come to the last slide of your third module, okay, look after the steps for redesign. So what are the steps? Okay, you should know. If you want to redesign the original product, what are the steps? Okay, you want to follow. Okay, these are the steps. You know, that is in the slide you can see. First is synthesis, sketching, then analysis, selection, basic engineering, detailed design, prototype, manufacturing, operation, product development. I think all these steps are explained in the first module and second module. Okay, and when you open your PPT, okay, in the first and second module, okay, everything I have explained in the previous modules. Okay, module 1 and module 2. So what is synthesis? See, synthesis is nothing but take the existing product, okay, take the existing product and try to develop a different alternatives. So try to give the different designs, okay, for the existing product. So that is what is synthesis. So you should do the synthesis means take the original design, okay, according to the customer requirements, okay, get you get the ideas and change according and modify the design according to the customer needs, or do the adjustment, some adjustment, and try to improve the design, okay, by doing some adjustment, fine adjustment. So that is called a synthesis. So if you take a old design and if you want to go for redesigning for same product, okay, you should write at least 10 to 20 ideas, means 20 to 30 different designs. Generally you can take at the final, okay, you can take any one or two. So this is called as synthesis. Okay. Next you can go for sketching. So draw sketching in exact scale for different alternatives. So after developing around 20 to 30 ideas, I think, okay, so this is called as ideation process. Synthesis is nothing but ideation process. Okay, getting the ideas. So take the old product and try to analyze. Okay, so what are the inputs? So that is given by the customers. Okay, according to the feedback, according to the inputs, what is given by the customers. So, okay, you try to modify your old design. Okay, try to get around 30 to 20 to 30 ideas, 30 to 20 to 30 different designs. Then you try to sketch, okay, those designs, and this is called a sketch prototype. Okay, this is called a sketch prototype. So draw sketches in exact scale. Be careful. Exact scale means you can use the CAD, okay, your SolidWorks. Okay, you can use the SolidWorks and you can create the drawings. Whatever you got the ideas, like 20 ideas or 20 different modifications design. Okay, you can draw in the SolidWorks. Okay, so this is called as draw sketches in exact scale for different alternatives. Then you should do the next is you should go for analysis. What is analysis? You can see here analysis different alternatives with respect to operability, maintainability, inspection, assembling, and dispatching issues, cost parameters, production methods. So once you decide, okay, so once you done with 20 to 30 different alternative designs, okay, then you should check for each individual design whether this design is okay with respect to all this condition. There is operation, there is operability. Okay, whether if I select the first design, whether it can complete the task, or we can manufacture the product within given time or not. So what is the maintainability, or what is about the dimensions? Okay, whether this design can assemble or not. Okay, whether there's some dismantling issues is there or not, whether I can reduce the cost, whether I can change my material. Okay, so what is the production method? Means which method I should use for doing the production, whether I should go for X equipment or Y equipment. So all these things will be discussed in analysis. Okay, once you do the sketching part, okay, in the solid edge, okay, then we should go for analysis. That means, okay, we should think in all aspects. So if you select this, so if the 30 sketches are there, So if for each sketch, okay, you should do the analysis whether if I select this analysis, whether I can reduce the cost, whether I can increase my productivity. Okay, which method, which production method I should use. Okay, which what is the cost parameter. Okay, so everything you should analyze and you should write down details in each design. Okay, if you do 30 different alternatives, for 30 different alternatives, okay, you should write down. So what are the advantages of each design? So what are the disadvantages? Okay, whether the cost will increase for the design, whether the cost will decreases, whether the manufacturing it is easy or not. So what will be the thickness of the product? Okay, all these things. Okay, you should do in analysis. After that, select the best alternative. Then is selection. So out of the 30 different alternatives, select any one. One maximum. Okay, if you go for any company, they will select three best ideas. Okay, three best design. That is alternative design. So select any three design, best alternative design, then go for basic engineering. Okay, after selection, go for basic engineering is nothing but calculations of the strength of the material, whether that is your FE analysis. Once you're done with selection of the design, then go for 3D modeling. That is, once you convert the 3D modeling by using SolidWorks or Solidus, then give for FEA team. So FEA team will apply the boundary conditions according to the customer needs. Okay, then they will tell whether the material can withstand the load or not. Okay, whether this product can sustain the load or the load which is coming on the material, which is coming on the design. Okay, so all these things, okay, will be done in basic engineering. So select proper cost effective material. So always you should see the material should be, the cost should be less. So like if you go for, I told you number of times, yeah, in IC engines, okay, for cylinder, okay, we cannot choose the polymer composites. We cannot go for what you can say the composite materials. Okay, composite material, that is your polymer composite. But we can go for metal matrix. Okay, we should use metal matrix composites for the cylinder, piston, connecting rod, everywhere we should use the metal matrix. Okay, we will not go for polymer matrix. Okay, likewise for bodies, okay, for fuel tanks, okay, we will go for the polymer composites. Okay, depending upon the applications. Okay, so we will select the we will select the material. So always you should select the material, okay, which reduces the cost. Next, you should go for detailed design. So this I explained in the second module. Okay, prepare detailed engineering drawing for each component. So once in FEA team tells that okay, this design is okay, then you should go for detailed design. Then you should go for assembling the parts. So every design, you take the each individual design, then you assemble the parts. Okay, each individual parts. Then go for prototype. Okay, if you want to do prototype, go for doing the prototype. Okay, like like maximum you can manufacture 3 prototypes and you can test. Okay, initially you do test. In test, if it is okay with the results, okay, then you will go for manufacturing. So FEA team will do only, they will once you give the design part, they will apply the boundary conditions. They will tell whether the material is safe or not. Okay, in testing prototype, actual will according to the dimensions will manufacture the material. Okay, in the small scale. Okay, in the scale will be very small. Okay, so that then we will do the testing. Okay, if it is okay with the results, then we will go for manufacturing. Okay, in manufacturing, that means we will, if testing is okay, then directly we will go for manufacturing. Manufacturing of required number of products, okay, which we should give for the customers. So in manufacturing, if prototype is not made, then follow manufacturing steps and solve manufacturing problems and assembly problems, if any. So if you do not do prototype, if you go directly to manufacturing, then it will be very difficult for you, because you should see the problems, okay, which are coming in manufacturing while manufacturing the parts, as well as assembling. Okay, whenever if you do assembling, okay, the last components, okay, if you do not do the prototype, okay, directly if you go for manufacturing the products, then it will be very difficult. First you should do the prototype, you should test in the prototype. Once in testing, if it comes okay, then only we should go for manufacturing of products. Okay, the original parts. Then after that, operations. Collect feedback during actual operations of a new product. Okay, if any problem exists, try to provide design-based solutions. Also implement lessons in the future design. So whenever Okay, after completion of manufacturing the product, then you again you go for operations applications. Okay, like if IC engine, all the parts are manufactured, then we will try to assemble all the parts like connecting dot. Okay, then crankshaft, then cylinder head, piston, then cylinders, everything we will assemble and we will try to do operations. Okay, we will try to on the system so that the IC engine works. So then we will see the operations of the product, and whenever the problem exists, okay, then we should try to improve the design. Okay, wherever there's a problem in designing part, then we should try to improve the design. And last is product development. If in operations, if there are no errors or if there are no what you can say problems exist, then we should go for product development. Then actual we should go for the product development. In this phase, if any modifications can be done, implement the same in the next operational uh, the product. So this indicates, okay, if in operation if any problems exist, okay, kindly change the design. Then you go for prototype, manufacture, then operation. Okay, once there is no uh, uh, once there is no problems exist in the product, then you can go for product development. Okay, then you can manufacture the products parts, then you can assemble and you can supply your product for the customers. So this is what is called as steps of product design. That is, if any in product, if any problem exists, okay, while operating the product, then you should do this all this process from synthesis to product development. So this completes your third module. Okay, so this is very important. Why redesign of product is required? One, the redesign is done because of to improve the quality, to reduce the cost, to extend the life of the product, as well as the efficiency. Okay, efficiency should be increased. Always your efficiency of the product should be high, then only the customers will be satisfied. If efficiency is less, the customers will be not satisfied. So for all these reasons, okay, we will always will be trying to do the redesign work for the existing product. So these are these different steps. Okay, so that will be involved for a redesign of the product. Okay, it will start from synthesis and it will end in product development. If there are no errors or if there are no problems in the operation, then directly we'll go for product development. We'll produce the products and then we will supply the product for the people or for the market. So this completes the redesign of the product. So I think next week after the test, okay, I will teach you the technology forecasting. So from this third module is finished. Okay, I will send the third module PPT for you. Okay, so technology forecasting I will start from next class. So from this third module is finished. So fourth module I'll start from coming class. Okay, technology. What is technology? Okay, so why you need technology? I think I told you about technology in the previous class. So anyway, I'll start the fourth module from the coming class. So anyone has any doubt in today's class, kindly you should intimate me about the redesigning of the product. Why redesigning of products are required? Okay, in the company. If you go for any company, always you should understand that the redesign will be done, okay, by the product design engineer. As a product design engineer, always you should know about the redesigning of the product. If you do not know about this topic, then it will be very difficult, okay, in the industry to sustain. If the company want to sustain in the industry, they should know about redesigning of the product. I told you, right, if you go for Bosch, okay, Bosch company is manufacturing the spark plug. Okay, so they're manufacturing from around 15 to 20 years. So they're only see every time, every 2 years, they'll be trying to improve the quality and reduce the cost as well as the extend the life of the spark plug. So they're not, okay, they're not totally redesigning the means they're not going for a new product development of spark plug. So they will take the old design of the spark plug and they'll be trying to modify some designs. Okay, modify some so they'll do some modifications in design and they'll be trying to improve the efficiency of the spark plug as well as the quality as well as they will try to reduce the cost and extend the life of the product, as well as the efficiency. Efficiency also is it's very important. So for all these factors to improve the quality, reduce the cost, okay, extend the life of this spark plug, always they will be trying to improve the modify the design of the spark plug, and they'll be supplying. Okay, the design almost 99% of the design is same, but they will be trying to modify somewhere, and they'll be trying to improve the efficiency, quality of the product, and reduce the cost, and mainly the extension of the life of the product. So by this here, they can try in different materials. I told you, right? In spark plug also, okay, they can use the different types of materials, so that okay, so that the cost may be reduced, okay, and the quality may be increased. Okay, right now they may use aluminum. I don't know in future, okay, which material they'll be using. So this is what, for that reason, okay, they will be trying to redesign the product. Okay, so they'll not make totally change, totally they'll not go for new product development. So they will be trying to modify something, okay, in the design, and they will be supplying for the market. So anyone has any doubt in this?
No doubt, sir.